All right. How y'all doing? So it's September. Let's say, yeah. Wait. Dancing in September. Yeah. All right. It's September. What a time to remember. What a time to remember. It will be. But y'all doing good. I hope y'all doing good. You doing blessed. I'm doing good. I'm just finished my first week of school. I think it went pretty good. I enjoyed it. I had a good time. Traveling wasn't the best, but you figure it out as you go along. Now, for September, I'm mainly going to be asking you guys questions. Asking you a question of the day. We'll be asking you a question of the day, and that's really what it will be. Question of the day, and then I will probably, if I know the answer for myself, because some people will know the answer. Some people may not. And if I don't necessarily know the answer right now, I'm probably gonna say I don't really know it for me. But for you, if you know it, then you can answer it. You guys in the comment section, you can leave a comment, you can leave your answer. And then I'll probably explain mine. Or if I know it, I'll probably explain it. But for today's question, there'll be some questions that are kind of like surface level, base level, and then there's going to be some that go in deeper. There's deeper thought. And it's more of like more than a yes and a no. Some will be yes and no questions, and you can explain it, but some will be more some will be more detailed, But the question is, what did you want to be when you grew up? And did you accomplish that goal, or did you achieve that dream? So for me, I don't know if I would say it was foolish at the time, because I was on the team, but I wanted to be a basketball player. That was my first one. And I don't know, a new dream came about, and also I didn't feel like I would personally be able to make something of it, because I wanted to do it, but I guess it wasn't all in me at the time, Um, I always wanted to practice. I always wanted to play, but I didn't really have that consistent. I would go to the park by myself, practice moves, but I didn't really have that consistent person like really pushing me to be better. Everybody was busy doing their own thing, going off their own ways. And one of my sister's boyfriends, or one of her former boyfriends, whenever he would come, I'd always be excited because I knew I could go play with him. He would help me practice, and he would help me get better. One thing he taught me was, whenever you miss, even if you miss, don't hang your head. Just focus on the next one. And I always thought like that. Even if you miss the shot, don't be down. Don't be sad that you missed. If you got to go back on defense, go back on defense. Or if you got to shoot again, shoot again. But don't focus on the fact that you missed the shot, because chances are, if you focus on that, that's all that's going to happen, is you're going to miss a whole bunch of shots. Regardless, you're going to miss a lot of shots. But the more you focus on them, the more likely it is that you're going to be missing shots. When you focus on actually making the shot, because this is one thing you can't control. You can control shooting the ball. You can control the rhythm. You could control the feel. But you can't control, but you could have everything. You could have the spin. You could have the arc. You could have the length. You can have the flick. You could have all of that. You could have the angle and still miss. So inevitably, you can't control whether you make or miss the shot. It's either you make it or you miss it. You can't be upset that you missed the shot. You got to go back and shoot again. You got to shoot again. And that's one thing I appreciated. Every time I saw him, we always used to play. And I always looked forward to seeing him. Because everybody else was busy doing their own thing. So he was one of the few that actually helped me get better. But I will say, I figured out a couple other dreams, such as math, poetry, and music. And I took an interest in those things while having basketball as a hobby. Because watching and playing, but I figured it wasn't going to end up like that for me. So my dream became something else. And I learned to have another dream, and I'm trying to fulfill that dream now as we speak. I am. So hopefully, with the work that I put in, and the work that I'm going to be putting in, and how far I want to go, hopefully I will be able to fulfill this new dream. Now let me ask the question back to you again. What is it that you wanted to be when you grew up? And have you actually achieved that dream, or are you actually working towards achieving that dream? Or did it end up like my basketball dream, where it was just like, you know what, let me just put that over there and then pick up a new dream? Because sometimes you have to do that. So I asked that to you. You guys put it in the comment section. Let me know. I'm looking forward to reading your comments. So I will see you guys tomorrow with another question. Peace.